Hi YouTube. Hello friends. Hello. Thank you for coming to hang out with me today. You guys, today I am going to be budgeting our two income household paychecks for the our second paychecks in January. Um, if this is your first time here, then I really appreciate you being here and I hope you come back. Okay, if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you for just coming and hanging out with me again. It is greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get right on in. Like I said, this is our second paycheck in January. I am currently working part time as a nurse, and I will be working full time very soon, hopefully. I recently demoted myself from a salaried supervisory position to work out in the field and provide patient care because I felt like it was better for my mental health. And yeah, along with that, came changes with my income. There was definitely a decrease in hours, but there was an increase in pay. So I am currently in the process of working to build up my patient load so that I can, get back to making the type of money that I normally would make. But right now it's a transition period, and like I said, my pay because of the hours is less than what I was previously making. So yeah, that's how that goes. I'm grateful because this check, I actually stopped working in the beginning of January, so this will be my last full check. um, so we're still able to do some things that we normally do, but that next paycheck, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I have faith and believe that everything is gonna work itself out. So that's that. All right, so let's just go ahead and hop right in. So our monthly income combined was 4,800. I'm sorry. Yeah, our second paycheck in January. The total was 4,844. So let's go ahead and um, budget that. So our mortgage is 800 and our mortgage is 1660. So I basically just have divided all of our expenses in half, and that's all I'm paying right now. So the phone bill is still going to get 80. Electricity is going to get 60. Gas is going to get 27. The housing expenses don't change that much. I mean, it will fluctuate with the utilities, but as far as like the mortgage and the phone, stuff like that, it pretty much stays the same. So 60 for water and sewer. The internet, actually, we did not go over our data this month, or last month I should say, so it's back to 50. Home security is 27. So I hadn't been paying that for a couple of months because I signed another contract with my home security provider, and I didn't have to pay for 3 months. So the payments are starting back now, and this is the total was, I think it's 54. So um, the HOA is going to get 35, and my gardener will get 50. And that brings me for a total of 1219. All right, so car maintenance, I think I'm gonna put a little bit extra, just because my new position, I am like driving a lot. Um, So yeah, it will make more sense to add. I really need to add a little bit more than that, but I'm not going to add anything extra. For my car maintenance sinking fund, let me see what the amount is that I had. Okay, so I wanted to put 1,500 to have a fully funded car maintenance sinking fund. And right now we have $760. Is that right? Okay. We have 760 right now. I don't know if that's right, but I have to go back and check that. So anyways, I'll just put 100 towards that. Gas for his car is going to be $120, and mine is going to be $80, and this should last us for 2 weeks. His car is bigger than mine, so that's why there's a difference with the amount of gas. And this is a total of 300. All right, for car insurance, let me look and see. So car insurance, the amount that I want to have for the sinking fund is $1,600. I do pay my car insurance premiums every 6 months. So the last one was 14, almost 15, like $1,485. So I just made the total for this go around $1,600 because, you know, just in case they increase it a little bit. Hopefully they don't increase it that much. But I'm pretty close to that right now. I have $1,385, so a few more $100 and I'll be there. But because of my financial situation right now, I'm gonna put $50. And this is not even due until May anyway, so I got time. It's January. All right, so life insurance is gonna get $20. I'm bringing this total down to $70. All right, food. I feel like I don't need 200 right now. I'm going to stick with the 150. That's good. I did do a bulk shopping trip at the Costco Business Center a few weeks back. Got a lot of meats. You know that meats are the most expensive when it comes to, you know, shopping for groceries. So unless you're doing like organic and stuff like that, but that's not where we're at. You know, we just shop regular. So we have like quite a few meats. All we need are sides. So I think 150 will be, you know, definitely enough. So that's 75 a week for groceries. I will make it work. Okay, so $40 for kids. The bulk shopping trip, I still have not actually like seen what I have to roll over from the remaining you know, funds from the last paycheck. So I'm gonna check and see whatever I have left over from that. I will put it towards that bulk shopping trip. The next one, I'm not gonna put anything from this check because, you know. But right now, that category, we have $39. And I want to get to 300 because I think when I went, I spent $240 or something like that. So I want to get to 300 so I can do another big shopping trip like that again with just meats only. So buffer for both of our checking accounts will be 50. I could go a little bit lower and do 25, but I think we're okay right now. So next paycheck, this is, I'm sure, going to look different. All right, so this is 140. I don't even know why I needed to calculate that like that, but all right. So medical copays. I have a lot of like medical related things or dental things like coming up. I'm in the process of getting some dental work done. I am in the process of getting started on a GLP-1. For those that don't know, that's a weight loss, one of those weight loss medications. And the doctor told me that it would be like 75 out of pocket because the insurance wouldn't cover it because I'm not actually like diabetic or anything like that. I'm just borderline. So he said out of pocket it'd be like $75 a month. So I think I'll just go ahead and put this. Yeah, I'll just put 75 right here. I don't even know why I started way at the bottom like that, but let me come back up here. All right, so for the co-pays, I have about 3 appointments. So I think I put 75 here too. All right, haircuts for him is 50 bucks. Pedicure, $50, 55. My hair, 25. Personal hygiene, 50. And then household items. So that's all of our like tissue and cleaning products, Ziploc bags, washing powder, stuff like that. That would give 50. So this total is 380. And my lips are feeling like very dry, and I don't like that. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody is having a blessed day. Yeah, I really do. I hope all you guys are having a blessed day, a blessed evening. Right now it's 7:50. I don't know when this video is going to come out. But yeah, I'm praying that everybody, is prosperous and does well and reaches their financial goals 2026. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward with the dates. Dates will get 50 because we still gonna live. We're still gonna, do things to make us happy. His fund money is 110. Mine is 100. I don't know. This number may change, but I'm not changing it right now. So subscriptions will get 102. So 362 for that. All right. My student loans, these are half of the minimums. So yeah. So these don't change either. 107 and 125. So let's see, 346. And then taxes, I found out after crunching some numbers that I'm still going to owe taxes for 2025. And I don't understand why, because I thought that by doing single and zero, that I wouldn't have that issue with owing the IRS, but I still owe the IRS. Okay, so I'm just putting money aside for that. And hopefully it's not that much that I'm going to end up having to owe them, but that's a story for another day. So as far as the emergency sinking funds, you know what, I'm going to scroll back up really quickly for two things. So in the transportation section for car rental, my fiance went out of town to go to a funeral that I was supposed to go to, but I decided not to, just for my mental health. I didn't think it was I don't think it was good for me to go. I knew that I couldn't handle that. So I ended up staying home. I'm here now. Actually, the funeral was today. But yeah, so his the fee is $100. It's actually $160. I put it on my Capital One card, and then I seen that I had like a $60 like credit or something like that. It was $160, so I'm going to use the $60 credit and then the $100 from here to go ahead and pay off the balance. And then we have another funeral coming up in February, and then actually two funerals in February. So we have just a lot going on right now. But moving right along, so care credit, I am going to put $200 because I did just get some dental work done, and it was $700 something. And then they said that it would be 0 interest for 6 months. So I definitely want to get that paid off ASAP. So I'm going to add the $200 to that. I'm trying to make sure it's nothing else that I need. So let me recalculate this over here because this is wrong. And then let me recalculate this over here. You know, this should have been with debt. Don't I have a little debt? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to move this over here just so I don't get confused. And I'll put this with debt. So care credit and 200. All right, that looks more like it. Okay, so federal taxes, that's where I stopped at. So 150 for federal taxes. For savings or investments, so for the emergency sinking funds, it's really, well, I mean, I guess it's a temporary sinking fund. So the money that I would have normally put towards an extra student loan payment, whatever was left over after I did my budget, then that would go towards the student loan payments. But since my job situation is kind of like, I'm using that, I'm going to put that money aside just in case I have to use it. And hopefully I won't. And then I'll have like a nice amount that I can drop on, a student loan payment, an extra student loan payment. So, yeah, so for debt right now, so no student loan payment, and care credit is going to get 200. Home maintenance, nothing. Okay, so now let me see how much we actually have left over. So I'm gonna just scroll up. So 1427 is the income minus the expenses. Income minus expenses. Child, can't even talk. Is my mouth dry? All right, let's go. All right, so 1427. So that is what I'm going to put in this area right here. And like I said, hopefully I don't have to use it. And then I can make like a really, a nice size payment towards my student loans. Hopefully I can just manage the money that we have, and then my hours or my patient load picks up. Or I'll start the other job, one of the two. But right now I have zeroed out my budget, and that was the goal. This is how our money is being allocated for all of our expenses and our debt and our savings and all of the things. Yeah, so thank you so very much for stopping by and hanging out with me. If you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Come check me out again, you guys. All right, be blessed, everyone. Bye.